Welcome to One Question at a Time, the TSI series. Question number 89. What is the maximum value of these functions? F of x equal negative 16x squared plus 32x plus 20. So we have the keywords here. The maximum value of what? Of these functions. So what is that asking? Is that x value or the y value? Functions mean y value, okay? Y value mean f of x. So they're asking what is the maximum value of y or f of x. And we note that this is the quadratic functions. And the given form in this case is the general form, which is you have ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay, and then you want to find the y mass or the f of x mass. And how you got the mass? Look at this. You see in this case, in the graph right here, this is when the coefficient a is positive. Okay, then you have the vertex. This is the min, the y min, or the f of x min, mean minimum. Okay, and if a is less than 0, then you will have something look like this. And then the highest point is called the vertex as well. It have the same formula just like above, but this one is now represent the f of x maximum, the highest point compared to the entire graph of f of x. See that? That is like the top, the vertex. Okay, so this one also is the y mass. Okay, to find it, we need to find what is the x value. Okay, so what is the x value at that point? And the x value of that point is h. You see that the vertex have the coordinate h comma k. Okay, that's called v, vertex. So the x value here is h. We have to find h. How we find h? Here the formula. Okay, and our target is k, which is y, f of x mass or y mass. Okay, so now just look at the questions. We have done 8 right here. A is negative 16. Okay, a is negative 16. You see that in front of x squared. Okay, now b is 32, and then c is 20. We don't use c in this case, but we have to distinguish between those. Okay, so now we plug in. We have h, that will be equal negative b over 2a. Now negative b is 32 over 2 times negative 16. Okay, now we have negative 32 on the top, then negative 32 at the bottom. Okay, that will be equal 1. So h is equal 1. Now h equal 1, we need to find k. So this one is the same as k in the formula. Okay, so we plug in. So k or f of x mass will be equal f of h. Okay, and f of h is f of 1. So now our job is just find f of 1. the value of f of 1. So f of 1 is equal to negative 16. When you see x, you make the parenthesis, copy exactly what you see, okay, except for x. Instead of writing x, you write the parenthesis plus 20. Now plug in, right? So you plug in x equal 1. Whenever you see the parenthesis, you plug in 1. Okay, now simplify this. We have negative 16 times 1 is negative 16, and 32 times 1 is 32, and 20. Now, negative 16 and 32 is 16, okay, and 20. Final answer, 36. So k is equal to 36, which is mean f of x mass is 36 when x equal 1. This one is the x value. So it's a little bit confusing for some of you because you see like the h and k, right? So remember we write down x comma y, right? So h and k is just kind of like different name to distinguish between the coordinate of the vertex. But it's just kind of like the same meaning, represent the same kind of like same kind of value. Okay, so x coordinate of the vertex is h. It's just kind of like call it one more name so they don't have to be the same as x and y. It's more confusing. Because when you plug in the function, you see this one is already y, right? And you have x right here. If the vertex right here is still x and y, it's kind of confusing in the formula. That's why they have to call it h and k. But it's represent the same thing. H is represent the x value, k represent the y value of the vertex. They may asking the same questions, but they may give you like the A positive, like this one. So it will look like that, and then they will asking you for the minimum value. So making sure you know it. Thank you for participating in this series, and see you next time.